Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe they told me that I would never make it? Now we smiling in their faces, smiling in their face.
When them feds came in here at 6 in the morning, bringing all that goddamn noise to these people, I think that kind of like, hey.
Guess the neighbors think I'm selling dope. So Gil's Arena and Skip Bayless's Gridiron show is shut down temporarily.
I got to shut the studio down, yo.
See, there's some things going on with Gil's home. You know, living in a gated community, you got some caring neighbors that see, you know, a bunch of athletes, a bunch of cars, a bunch of people going in and out the crib. And hey, listen, I'm an old 60-year-old millionaire in my neighborhood. I'm not trying to see all these fancy cars pull up to this house and all these dudes pulling up and in and out of the neighborhood at all hours of the night. I'm calling HOA. I'm calling HOA. Somebody gonna pay for this.
No matter where you go, no matter what you do, I'm gonna hunt you down.
Basically, something going on right now with Gil's Arena. So I ain't gonna say too much. Let me get into what Gil had to say about it. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. You know what to do. This is Tyler Rose TV. I'm trying to hit that 100,000 subscribers. So let's get into today's video.
Smoking outside, they can see it. Even though those are across the street, they're not even close to it. But you know, there's even though we're in California, but they get it's a complaint. And then you see big black, you know, coming in and out of houses. Kind of scares you a little bit, you know what I mean? Even though they've never done anything, there's never been a problem or anything with a neighbor because they just come in and come out. But it started early because too many cars was blocking up stuff. So we had a deal where we can bring we'll shuttle everybody in. They park outside the community, shut them in, shut them out. So there's not people walking up and down the street, making everyone fake nervous. So that's how it started. Now, when the football show was added, because I think it was lackadaisical because all those guys was being transported here. You know, they don't live in California for the most part. So you have Akib, right? He's from Dallas. You got, you know, Kinsey coming in. You have, you know, all these guys, they're flying in. So Gruden, so they need car services. So now you have these black trucks coming in, and then on the way out, they're parking, blocking up space, and nobody went out there to correct it. So the community guys, like, you know what, just they need to move and get them out of here. So, you know, and I guess there was a meeting that they were supposed to attend, and they didn't attend the meeting. So they were like, well, you know, if it's not serious enough for them to attend, then, you know, let's get them out. Right, so I mean, it was too big. Like, you know, you're talking about two shows, especially on that Tuesday. That Tuesday, you got everyone there at the same time. That's a lot of traffic. But for the most part, you know, they didn't care because there was never no noise complaint or any of that stuff. But so, like, I've already got the okay. Like, if I keep it to like 6 or 7, right? You know, they're fine with it. So, but you know, Gil's Arena and Gridiron is too big, so you know, we gotta get a studio for that, and then my own little personal stuff will be, you know, for the house. You know, listen, the build something, it was good to start in the studio, but I mean in the house. But you know, at the end of the day, the way we did our content, we were too big for the house already. Right, you're talking about playing basketball, doing all that. Like we need one of those. We needed one of those robbing big warehouses, but we were so content with, you know, the space because everybody lived right here. We just kept riding till the wheels fell off. Whoa! That's my job. What's my job? Don't blame me. No. Don't blame me. And low key, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I kind of think when them feds came in here at fucking 6 in the morning, bringing all that goddamn noise to these people. I think that kind of like, hey, hey, black over there. Hey, what you got going on over there? You got the police coming in and out of the building, right? So I think that kind of like, hey, what y'all doing over there? Y'all doing anything illegal? I think one of those. I think one of those. I low key, I did have this random, hey, you know, we're looking to buy a house in the neighborhood. If yours is for sale, can we come on and check it out? And I'm sitting here like, yeah, you can come on in, man. It's regular. It's regular. There's nothing going on up in here, so you can go and snooze in and out. Tell the rest of them. Tell the rest of them.
Now, these are the dangers of living in the HOA. Listen, I live in the HOA, and you know, I'm in a part of a group too, a little Facebook group, and then all I see is Karens all over. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. Luckily for me, I don't really do too much besides work out in my garage, be over here doing my videos and stuff like that, and I work from home. So I don't got to worry about doing too much. But the problem is, when you do have something at your house, when you do live in a community like this, these are the problems. Now, I'm all for living off the map, off the grid. But at some point, people, you know, when they're flying out to come see you, because not everybody lives in this state, you know, live off the grid, it's going to be tough for everybody to get you. But you do get your freedom. And that's something that I think is important when it comes to content creation space, where if I live on this acres and acres of land, bro, man, you can't tell me to do nothing, bro. This is my land. That's what I pay for. I'm here. Like, you're not going to move me. And I do like what Gil built, because honestly, I'd like to do something like that. The way I move and the way I groove, you know, I invest in my camera, man. I got a nice Sony a7S III. I do videography as well. You know what I mean? Some people don't know, but you know what I mean? I got my little gimbal here. I do videography on the side, you know what I mean? I got multiple things that I make money off of, but one thing I do love is working in the privacy of my home and being in the comfort zone. And I'm running a one-man show. I don't got the production, you know, stuff like that, but I know how to work a camera, bro. I know how to work lights. I know how to, you know, log, you know, do log footage. I know how to do a lot of these things. So what Gil did was smart, building it in his own home. I think legally too, there's like some tax benefits you can have. But of course, when things get big, eventually you do gotta realize you gotta branch off into having your own space. And it's not like they can't afford it. So at this point, you know, it's just only gonna make the production of the show better. They're gonna have the Gridiron set. They're gonna have the Gil's Arena set. Maybe they'll do something else. Gil can take some of the stuff that maybe he put in his crib and then, you know, of course, bring it to the new spot. But overall, I think, you know, both shows are great. I really like the Gridiron show with Skip Bayless. I think they got some authentic dudes there. I think the quality is always on point. The production set is on point, and I'm real excited to see what they do. Bill, shout out to Gil's Arena, man. One day, hopefully, I could be on the show. I'm definitely a fan of Gil and the show. I like what they got going. I think it's entertaining. I think it's, you know, plenty of good things as far as basketball goes is being discussed, in football, of course, with the Gridiron show. So, hell of a podcast. Hopefully, we can get Gil's Arena and all of them back in studio, because, you know, the whole, you know, virtual thing, it doesn't have the same energy, because energy is contagious. When you're around somebody, things are a little different. So I think in this situation, once they get back, you know, situated, we're gonna see a better production, hopefully, and continue for them to grow. So if you're new and you want to see me grow, pause, hit that subscribe, man. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video, man. Peace. Tyler Rose TV.